the most important dates on my calendar every year are the Mackinac Conference dates. It is unique, powerful, and almost amazing in its ability to bring the leadership from our city, state, region, and nationally together in one place to share a dialogue. And that is the essence of the Mackinac Conference. It is unique in America. It's amazing.
And Mackinac Island, man, we're hanging out over
notorious.
there. Yesterday, the New York Times wrote about it as Detroit's Davos.
There are 1,600 people here. They are sequestered on this island. So it is the best environment to really engage with every constituent that you would be interested in engaging with. And you can get more done in 2.5 days here than you can get done in 6 to 8 months in Southeast Michigan or West Michigan.
The Mackinac Policy Conference is one of the oldest and longest running public policy conferences in the country. When you think about a state that is able to coalesce all the top business, corporate, and civic leaders in one place annually, it is a really unique opportunity to reach an incredibly influential audience.
Well, it's a great forum. I mean, you have a chance to engage, and I think Michigan's viewed as a thought leader. And if I looked at this year's conference, the pillars were wonderful. If you think about it, culture, 21st century global marketplace, education, we had great speakers on those topics, but not just the speakers, all the dialogue and discussion was very good and very productive.
As a journalist, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. I can find every single mover and shaker in one place, and virtually all of them are willing and ready to talk. You can't beat that. What's really interesting is for me to be home sometime during the year and say, hey, we talked about that at the conference and it's really happening. So I think for me, that's the most exciting part, is looking for that story that is really going to make a difference and change things.
First of all, we're at Mackinac Island, and this is a unique place in the world. Secondly, we're stuck on the island, so we get a chance to really connect with people, and we can't walk away. We spend time with people in informal settings and more formal settings, and we really create an opportunity for relationships to build, because it's such an important place to network, to hear great thought leaders in business and policy, and to connect with our legislators.
There's the agenda, and then there's the agenda. In the hallways, on the porch, at the other events. That is where I think all the connecting the dots really goes on. If you're looking for somebody, you can find them at the Mackinac Policy Conference.
This is one place that you want to be to really get your message across. Folks in Michigan really do understand the incredibly strong connection between business and education that exists. There's such strong engagement and commitment, creativity and innovation going on, and that was just really incredibly heartening to see.
I've never attended an event that I would put at the level of the Mackinac Policy Conference. I tell everyone we can get more work done on the porch in one day than our biz dev team does in a year. Top speakers, top events, and haven't attended anything like this.
I think having national speakers come here gives you a different flavor of what they're doing in different parts of the country. I think it's extremely important that we have those national speakers come here to this conference to tell us what's happening in their states that might work for us.
If you want to get problems solved, if you want some solutions or some great ideas in terms of what a community or a city or a business can do, then you need to come to the Mackinac Policy Conference. You learn from others. Chamber's good at that.
It's my second time here, and I find actually what happens here is a fascinating microcosm relative to the rest of the economy. I mean, I haven't been to a Chamber of Commerce event like this that really brings in major players from the state, from Washington. It seems like there's a real lot of activity going on, real business taking place. That's pretty impressive.
We're a sponsor because of the value that this conference provides us from not only a branding standpoint, but also from an opportunity to connect with business leaders in the region, talk to state policymakers about issues that are important to our business, and other really relevant reasons. I mean, this is a great business conference to be a sponsor of.
I think the biggest thing is the accountability, the to-do list that comes out every year, the reporting back on that to-do list. That's a really encouraging thing, and we're measuring it.
It's not just a Southeast Michigan conference, and the Chamber should be so proud of convening and setting a platform for conversations that reach the state of Michigan and not just a part of it.
Where else can you find a corporate CEO who may be based, say, in Grand Rapids, talking with a university president who may be based in Lansing, with a city council member from the city of Detroit, all at the same table, on the porch, having a conversation. Because it's easy when we're back in our businesses or back in our hometowns to think of ourselves as just that community. This conference allows us to think as a state.